Imagine scrolling through your feed and seeing a headline that practically dares you to react, something like "Try not to be shocked," paired with Salma Hayek's name. Instantly, curiosity kicks in, your attention is captured, and you feel compelled to click, not because you're expecting depth, but because headlines like that are designed to provoke an emotional response. But once you move past the initial hook, a bigger story begins to emerge, one that goes far beyond a single image or moment. Welcome back to Hollywood Buzzing, where we look past the surface and unpack what's really happening behind the most talked-about celebrity moments. Salma Hayek is not just a familiar face from movie posters or red carpets. She is a woman who left her home country, faced repeated rejection, and carved out a lasting career in one of the most competitive industries in the world. Her talent, charisma, and determination are the reasons she has remained relevant for decades. Yet those qualities often get sidelined the moment a headline focuses on her appearance. When certain images circulate, comment sections erupt, debates ignite, and suddenly her body becomes the focal point instead of her achievements. In today's world, images of skin, fashion-forward outfits, and bold self-expression are everywhere, from celebrities to everyday social media users. Yet reactions change dramatically when Salma Hayek is involved. Some call it too much, others say it's inappropriate, and some critics even frame their judgment around her age, questioning why she still commands attention and visibility. What often gets overlooked is the level of control and intention behind these moments. These images are rarely spontaneous or careless. They are the result of careful conversations with directors, photographers, and creative teams, all centered on meaning, context, and respect. Salma herself has spoken openly about learning to set boundaries, especially after earlier experiences where she felt pressured to agree to things she wasn't comfortable with. That history adds an important layer to the conversation, because when she chooses to participate in a daring scene or photo shoot today, it is an act of agency rather than exploitation. Meanwhile, many of the loudest critics present their outrage as moral concern, even as they repeatedly share, repost, and comment on the very content they claim to oppose. Media outlets understand this dynamic perfectly, selecting the most attention-grabbing frame, pairing it with dramatic language, and watching engagement skyrocket. Shock becomes currency, outrage becomes profitable, and the cycle repeats. Every reaction, whether positive or negative, keeps the spotlight burning a little longer. What gets lost in all of this noise is the human being behind the headline, a professional, fearless woman who continues to define herself on her own terms. While cameras may focus on appearance, it's her choices, voice, and resilience that truly define her power. If you stayed until the end, it means you're interested in the story behind the image, not just the clickbait. Let us know what you think in the comments. Is society simply addicted to drama, or is the outrage sincere? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share Hollywood Buzzing for more conversations that dig deeper than the headlines and offer a clearer perspective on the stories everyone thinks they already understand.